Welcome back to Catacomb Beach. You know, I'm about ready to switch off the TV forever. Or at least, switch channels. There's been a recurring set of squabbles between a cable television service provider and several high-profile network stations in the metropolitan area in the mid-Atlantic portion of the United States around here. One party says one thing, the other party says another. Most, if not all, of the disagreement is over money, of course. Contractual agreements, financial litigation, public disclaimers, and finally, all-out media warfare has been the result. When in actuality, the result should be communication, dialogue, relationships begun, partnerships formed, and creative ideas produced that make the world a better place. Well, at least a little better than it was. But because the end result is obscured, forgotten about, or completely ignored, in the striving for each individual company's concern, paranoia, perhaps greed over what they want from the deal now, nobody really gets anything of worth, least of all the public, who would be happy just to take in a little of America's pastime from the comforts of their own home. Lord knows I tried last night. Well, where real life is concerned, this stuff doesn't mean a thing, I know. It's not important. But the selfishness or self-interest of these corporate bodies did kind of remind me of the struggles which arise because of the less than wholly and certainly not well thought out partnerships of other bodies. Not corporate, but individual. Our bodies. So many bodies these days, starting out the same as that cable TV provider, that TV network, some communication, a little dialogue, a relationship begun, partnerships formed, and then creative ideas, creations, or shall we say, procreations formed. Procreations which should bring joy to the producers and to the larger mass audience, the world. More than one Hollywood director or writer or producer has nicknamed their programs their babies. They all hope that with the right partnership, the right circumstances, they can get their baby delivered to the audience. Well, with real babies, we know it's all too common to see two parties get their communication, their dialogue, and the relationship underway, and then jump right to creative production before a solid partnership is formed. Still others, even though a contractual agreement is indeed bonded, financial litigation, public disclaimers, and eventually all-out warfare, maybe even divorce, overlooks the creative product that should have brought both parties and the rest of the world joy. Money, self-interest, selfishness sometimes stops delivery altogether. But even if the project isn't aborted, in many cases the baby is obscured, forgotten about, or completely ignored. Now, we're not talking about missing the first game of the World Series here. We're talking about missing out on one of the most precious experiences humans can know. Don't become partners with those who reject God. How can you make a partnership out of right and wrong? That's not partnership, that's war. This is the way the Message puts it. Is light best friends with dark? Does God, that is Jesus Christ, go strolling with the devil? Do trust and mistrust hold hands? Who would think of setting up pagan idols in God's holy temple? But that's exactly what we are, each of us. We're a temple in whom God lives. And so God himself put it this way: I'll live in them, move into them, I'll be their God, and they'll be my people. So leave the corruption and compromise, leave it for good, says God. Don't link up, and I'll say hook up, with those who will pollute you. God says, I want you all for myself. I'll be a father to you. You'll be sons and daughters to me. The word of the master, that is God. Partnerships hastily run into, and then, well, the creative product forgotten about. You thinking about forming a partnership today? Producing your own little feature presentation, so to speak? Don't overlook or lose sight of what brings lasting joy. Making a commitment that will guarantee the partnership and the program. And in the end, remembering that one creative production can change the world, make it a better place. take care how you go about it. These channels aren't as easy to switch on and off.